Every day in Lent, we looked at a stained glass window from different locations around the cathedral. Here we are today in the Lavatorium in the north walk of the cloister, where there's a sequence of small windows on the theme of water in Jesus' life. This one shows Jesus during his lifetime telling the disciples where to cast their nets for fish when they were out on the Sea of Galilee. Galilee. It's such a lovely name, isn't it? Galilee was home to Jesus and his closest friends. If you've ever been there, you'll know it's a beautiful place, especially in the spring when I was lucky enough to visit nearly 30 years ago now. There's a very special place on the lakeside with a small chapel to mark the beach where it's thought that Jesus appeared to his disciples after his resurrection. In Mark's Gospel, an angel tells the women who came to the tomb, "Do not be afraid. You're looking for Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He has been raised. He is not here. But go, tell his disciples and Peter that he is going ahead of you to Galilee. There you will see him, just as he told you." The Gospel reading set for today comes from St. John's Gospel, chapter 21, when Jesus appears to his friends on the shore of the Sea of Galilee while they were out fishing. At first, just like Mary Magdalene in the garden on Easter morning, at first they didn't recognize him. And again, just as in his lifetime, he tells them where to cast their nets, and they have a magnificent catch of fish. Then they recognize him, and Peter swims to the shore while the others bring the boat in. There, on the little beach, they find that Jesus has lit a charcoal fire and is cooking fish for them with bread for their breakfast. He is sharing a meal with them, just as he did so often in his lifetime, just as he did at the Last Supper when he shared the bread and the wine. I love this scene. Although Jesus had appeared to the disciples in the upper room in Jerusalem, here they are on home territory again, in the quiet of the early morning. And after breakfast, Jesus asks Peter, who had denied 3 times that he'd ever known him, Jesus asks Peter, "Do you love me?" Peter is forgiven, as we all will be forgiven, in the boundless love that reaches out to us and to the world. The risen Christ is our loving host, and we are all bidden to eat with him in the Eucharist, a foretaste of the heavenly banquet when we too will meet him face to face. Alleluia, Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Alleluia.